There it goes, live.
You're live. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, truth will liberate you is a universal principle.
The truth.
Yeah. So, one poet says, दुख में सिमरन सब करें, सुख में करे न कोई, जो कोई सिमरन करे, तो दुख काय को होए. What that means that everybody asks for God and prayer when they have trouble. You see?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah,
What is that right there?
it's okay.
That's
So
weird.
yeah, this is like
Where's that coming from?
it's okay. So that means timing. Timing is like when
I don't know what's causing.
you don't need to learn when the trouble strike, when the tragedy strike, then you ask for prayer. But
That's what happens.
if you are already very conscious and aware, then why that caused the suffering? You see? So, like, in order to avoid the accidents and suffering, one has to be preventive, more aware when you are driving on the driveway, freeway, you are more conscious, then accident don't happen.
Yeah.
Many time accidents happen because either you are not conscious or other unconscious people or drunk people, they
Mhm.
ram on you.
Yeah.
So this is, if you see the life as a freeway, if you can learn that what is really important, what is really important is you know the whole world except yourself. You know this, you know that, you gather this, you gather that, except yourself. And the real treasure, the real wisdom, the real wealth is within you.
Okay.
Not within you, but you as real you. What is the real you? You have to introduce yourself, the real you. Now you say, I already know my you. What do you know? Your name and your form and what work you do.
Right. That's it.
You're occupied in that, but those are add-ons. What is prior to your name and form? What is prior?
Nothing. Just
Nothingness. So, infinity, you arise from infinity and again disappear in the infinity. Like a little mustard seed grows a big tree, and what happens after? Tree condense into the little tiny seed. It's a cycle.
Mhm.
It's a cycle and a circle. So once you understand that you are going in the black hole sooner or later, everyone,
Everybody. Yeah.
and the young age which is ballooned up, the ego, that I am this, I am this, I have this, I have that, I have that, all that will not go with you. What will go with you? You came empty hand,
Nothing.
you go with the empty
Nothing.
hand.
Absolutely nothing.
So, nothingness appear as the form, you are born in the time capsule, in the time, and you are watching a movie. As you watch the movie, the dream, the same
Mhm.
way. Only difference is 60 second, 60 minute, and 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's only the difference. And you get so occupied in little toys, bigger toys, and bigger toys don't go with you.
Mm-hmm.
So then you question what the purpose of life. Purpose of life, as you are taught, that accumulate the money and that will make you happy. But is it so? Those who have lot of money, 100 times more than you, 1 million to 100 million, sit with them
Hmm.
and they are more depressed and miserable than you.
Right.
Because I have been with the billionaires, not one or two, many, and they were more miserable than their servants, their gardeners, their workers. So it has to do with the mind and no mind. Because every day you take recharge of the battery when you are in the sound sleep. Sound sleep means nothingness, absolute nothingness, and wonderfully everything. When you wake up, the whole world appears. What does appear when you wake up? Is the house start lightning or they start dancing? No, this is here in the mind.
The mind wakes up.
Mind wake up.
Body wakes up.
Yeah.
The body.
So
The
yeah,
mind is always conscious,
yeah,
but
conscious,
the body is
conscious.
not.
Yeah, yeah. So like it's like the electric electricity. Where is it? In the whole lamp. In the whole lamp, you cannot see or touch the electric.
Mm-hmm.
What you see, the lamp and the body is not is in it and is not in it. So both. So the same way the spirit, eternity, the spirit appear and disappear. That's infinity. But the body and mind is time born, is the capsule which capture the real spirit, eternity. And it flame means you awake, you are conscious. So you are the consciousness encapsulated by the body mind. Now the pure heart is lightful and not miserable, because those people who are clever, who accumulate money and cheat and control and all that, they are more unhappy than before, because it's a deception. Controller get controlled by the things it controls. Like the person in Pasa, we have 14 houses. Do they have 14 houses or the houses have them?
Houses have them.
Yeah, more anxietyful. Is nothing wrong with the money and house and all that, as long as they have you. So this is what is happening.
As long as you have them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So this is like wrong education that this paper money will make you happy. It can make you comfortable. It can make you rich and famous, but miserably unhappy. Rich, famous, and miserable. That's what is going on. So the real wealth is not in the objects, but prior to the objects. When you were 5-year old, 10-year old, you were bubbly,
Mm-hmm.
playful.
Yeah.
Each minute is a joy
Yeah. There's no stress.
without the lot of belongings.
Right.
You are happy with the little things,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
even blade of grass, even a little plant. So mind is not seeking the pleasure or happiness. That's forgetfulness. Mind is seeking no mind. What is the no mind? No mind means that it goes to sleep. It goes to sleep like even you are given an injection of what you call anesthesia, lot of changes can happen to your body, cuts
Mm-hmm.
and cuts, and you don't even know.
Right.
So the same way, mini death happen every day, half an hour, 20 minutes, you're gone. Where do you go when you're in the sound sleep? Where do you go?
You don't go anywhere really. Your body is just asleep. The body's asleep.
Yeah, the body is the same. Only the mind is the one which is running, achieving, becoming.
But the mind also rests.
Mind is the only bubble.
A bubble.
Yeah, mind is the only bubble, and it appears out of the body.
Hmm.
It appears that body mind, but body does not register. By body is the effect of the mind. See, when it is,
Right.
yeah, it's the effect of sound body, sound mind, sound body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are like two layers of the same coin. So the lucky one is who has a sound mind, means he's good as a toy, bad as a master. Like you need a mind to drive around, to find your address, all those things. But if it cover up the soul, the heart, then you are messed up because you are just a mental bubble and earn some money and slowly disappear and disappear. But you have not seen the eternity. And the real happiness is always free. But you are imposed wrong education. means wrong thinking by these parents, police, politicians, that more control, all the countries are doing. Now, for example, just observe whether it is Russia, whether it is Ukraine. What is the problem? Do they have a lack of bread and butter? Are they lacking anything? No. It is the idealism, politics,
Mm-hmm.
that mine is better and you will appear and disappear. So this is like imagination, imaginary. And that's what is happening in the boundaries of a home.
Mm-hmm.
Home means man and woman after a while play and playful. After a while, they, the one who like, you start disliking. 90%, 90% what you like. Oh, I like too much. I like your nose. I like your ear. And after a while, the one you like,
Mm.
100% will change into
Mm.
dislike. What you
Wow.
love change into hate.
Why is that? Why?
Because it's a mental. When the heart chakra is not open, only the add-ons of the mind mental.
Mm.
Because they never loved themselves either.
Mm-hmm.
So is the fake person attached to the other fake person, what he has, she has, what he has, what he says, for a while they play, and after a while the like change into dislike,
Mm.
and the love change into hate. Hate means, translate into with the attorney, the divorce.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But I'm not saying myself. Observe the magazine, the papers, everywhere going on.
Mm-hmm.
80%.
Divorce rate is very high. Yes.
The reason, the bigger the ego, the bigger, quicker divorce. The one who are afraid, they prolong little longer. That's all. So, you know how much long time they go into the suffering? Because it becomes double. Double means like mask after mask.
Mm.
They cut their heart, the painful heart,
Mm-hmm.
what they living with someone, sleeping with, eating with someone who they don't really like, don't really love, but they have to sit down
Mm.
just to fake it. That, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, you can know the 10 man, woman, unless you know yourself, the real you will not be liberated. That's why all the great word, enlightenment, liberation, salvation, forget all those. The bottom line is, are you ecstatic? Ecstatic means, are you elated
Mm-hmm.
or you're depressed? Because depressed, anger, all those are downside. Downside means uh, misery. So forget all the titles and dollars and all that you are chewing in the chewing gum. Bottom line is, everybody want to be happy. Happy means that particular time when the time is no longer. when the mind is not thinking is equal to stinking. Thinking when is normal, it is okay, but it becomes the noise when it is repeating.
Mm.
What is repeating? Repeating means the same thinking, worry. Like a poor person will have to need buy a pair of shoes, but he is thinking where, how, when, how much I have.
Mm-hmm.
He will be
Of course.
wasting 4 hours on on the shoes.
Yeah. No, that's because,
I'm talking of the poor person.
yeah, because that's
So
all they can think of.
that's all they can think.
Why you can't think of,
Yeah, what they can think. So the
you don't
dog
have.
worry about the shoes? No, dog
No.
don't need the
No.
shoes. So the same way,
Neither does a man need shoes, really. He can just
yeah,
sit in the
yeah,
grass
yeah.
with no
But what
shoes.
I'm saying that like uh, everybody,
Yeah, they think they need shoes.
yeah, everybody want to die. Die means is the bad word death, but actually the bottom line is everybody will go in the long sleep sooner or later. And
Long.
it's a long sleep because the mind chatter is gone. The mind
Yeah.
chatter is gone because nothing changes. Because the body, mind, the flesh, and that all that
Mm.
will came from the mud will go in the mud. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line. But people get so afraid of that.
Mm.
That and all that is not, it's just different words. And they don't allow the ecstasy where you're always afraid of fear, that fear. What is this life? Full of worry, full of
Mm-hmm.
care, not a
Mm.
minute to look and stare.
Mm.
What is this?
Yes, it's a hell on earth, they people say.
Huh?
Some people say it's a hell on earth.
Hell or not?
Yeah.
But who create the people blame
Mm.
devil, this, that, but actually their own creation.
Mm.
Their own creation means, for example, there is a freeway, 405 or 10.
Yeah.
Do they blame the freeway? No, there are 10 kind of people who are drivers. One is
Mm-hmm.
dancing and enjoying, very aware, very conscious,
Mm-hmm.
and playing and enjoying. And then there are others who are worried,
Stress.
there who are tense, who are stressful, and all kinds, all kinds. So who is deciding? The person who is driving is the responsible.
Mm.
Responsible means you can turn your life into a music or you can turn your life into a noise.
Mm-hmm.
And not only noise, but stressful fear. So we have the choice, less choice. Each moment
Mm-hmm.
you can swing toward the paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Paradise means ecstasy.
Mm.
Ecstasy means
Blissful state of mind.
blissful state of,
Right.
blissful mind. And you can also make it tense and
Mm-hmm.
misery.
Right, right.
So, like the life is knocking at you that be awake, enjoy here now, because life is fleeting so quick and you can waste your life into mundane. Mundane means just most of the people accumulating a house, wife and few children. That's what cat and dogs are doing. What are you doing then? You are doing, the more elevated people, they find out, who am I?
Okay.
Who am I?
So,
Then the great door open, new door open. Then you're not running after objects. Objects start coming to you with the minimum effort, with the minimum effort, without not too much of monkey mind, but mind become your servant. And then you're not ruled by the head, but you are settled in the pure consciousness, heart consciousness, which is only in the moment, not future past, past future, future past, past future. You are in the run. Stop!
hmm
And all the scientists, all the billionaire, they are in this, 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 from two. Why from two? Because 1 million, I'll be happy when I have 10 million. When 10 million is more measurable, then you want 100. So it does not stop. What stops? The death stops.
hmm
Death stop. Death is the real death means not I'm not talking of physical death. I'm talking of the mind enters in the no mind. There is no computer which can put on and off mind. No, the masters who live that, who can teach you how to put on and off the mind.
hmm
Childlike state, playful, living in the world but not of it. Living in the
hmm
world but not of it. It is become playful. It opened the fourth state. Fourth state means transcendental state. Oh, that is such a ecstasy. That's not taught by religions, by books, by scriptures. No, it cannot be written. Why? Why? Because it is not a mental concept. It's not a story. When you kick out all the concepts, when you are naked of the mind and no mind, automatically the real bliss flows through you in your heart. Heart is not something you can earn or achieve because it's not time bound. It's eternity here and now. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. End.